Hello everyone and welcome back to the 500 horsepower tournament. I don't have anything else to say, so let's get into it. So, for round 5, we're gonna be doing a multiple race showdown on the oval tracks of Gran Turismo 7. And of course, there's a point system. First place gets 5 points, second place gets 4, third place gets 3, fourth place gets 2, and last place gets 1. Oh, and if you get overtaken by the Spectator NSX in any of the races, you lose a point. And with everything clarified, let's get into the actual races, with the first one being on Special Stage Route X. But since I don't want to waste 25 minutes of your time on this race, I'll only go over the important details. In Heat 1, Ferrari got first, Mojave Queen got second, and after a close battle for the podium, W12 takes it, with Reagan in 4th place, and me being overtaken by the Spectator NSX. In Heat 2, Virgil wins by a landslide, with Brett Fox and Thunderstorm Gaming having a very close battle for 2nd place. Both rounding out the podium, while Max Verstappen and Arcadely got overtaken by the Spectator NSX. In Heat 3, Oatmeal Scucolotti takes the victory, with Marzo following him right after in 2nd, Xolstis then taking 3rd place, A-Lord taking 4th place, and Fancy Wreck being overtaken by the Spectator NSX. And in Heat 4, Interrupting Octopus got 5 points, Halo got 4 points, while the rest of the grid, those being Jakubek, Pin, and Tom the Cat, got overtaken by the Spectator NSX. And with race 1 done, this is our current points leaderboard. But now it's time for the second race at Northern Isle Speedway. So, for the first heat of the said race, we have Arcadely, Thunderstorm Gaming, Halo, Virgil, and Mojave Queen. And we start off with Arcadely already trying to pull away. And same can be said for Halo and Mojave Queen, as they managed to already overtake Thunderstorm Gaming, taking the podium away from him. But as the 512BB goes wide, the M3 manages to overtake it back. However, he did not reclaim the podium, as it looks like Virgil also successfully overtook her. Oh, and the Hatsune Miku Porsche as well, as it went wide. They continue trying to speed off, as it looks like Halo goes wide again, allowing Thunderstorm Gaming to climb back up to 3rd place, as he is now trying to make sure he does not lose that position again. Meanwhile, Virgil, I'm guessing, tried to catch up to Arcadely, but unfortunately did not succeed in doing so, meaning that he takes 1st while the LFA is 2nd, Thunderstorm Gaming got 3rd place, and Halo managed to hold off Mojave Queen, claiming 4th, while she got last place. For the second heat, we have me, Jakubek, Reagan, Ferrari, and Oatmeal Scucolotti on the road again. The race begins with what looks like me trying to pull away from everyone else, but it doesn't work, as it looks like everybody already manages to catch up to me, with Ferrari overtaking out of nowhere and claiming 1st place. While I fall down to last place, Jakubek goes wide, allowing Reagan and Oatmeal Scucolotti to overtake him too. And I'm guessing that now Reagan is trying to make sure the GT40 doesn't overtake him. And Ferrari is just trying to make sure he does not lose the 1st place to anyone. And both seem to be succeeding at their task in question. Although Oatmeal Scucolotti refuses to give up and continues trying to overtake the Impreza. But as he makes it through the bank corners, it doesn't look like he is really successful at overtaking him. And now that they reach the finish line, it looks like we have our finishing order. Ferrari gets 5 points, Reagan gets 4, Oatmeal Scucolotti on the road again gets 3, Jakubek gets 2, and I got overtaken by the Spectator NSX, therefore I'm not getting any points. For the third heat, we have Fancy Wreck, Tom the Cat, Pin, Solstice, and W12. Right away, Tom the Cat manages to overtake Fancy Wreck and claim first place, and Pin tries to follow him as he manages to overtake the Beeble Bus, but it doesn't look like Fancy Wreck is gonna give up that easily. It also looks like Pin goes wide, allowing W12 to overtake him and for Solstice to catch up to him as well. And as W12 catches up to the Beeble Bus, he is now also trying to overtake it. While it looks like the Tesla is successfully holding its ground over everyone. And while that is happening, the Hippie goes a little wide again, allowing the Devil Z to overtake it. And he is also managing to easily keep up with W12, who has unfortunately failed at overtaking the Beeble Bus. There also doesn't seem to be any last-minute mistakes from the Tesla, meaning that Tom the Cat takes first place. With Fancy Wreck in second, W12 in third, Solstice in fourth, and Pin in fifth. For the fourth heat, we have Max Verstappen, A-Lord GT, Marzo, Brett Fox, and Interrupting Octopus. As soon as the race starts, Max Verstappen is trying to make sure he does not lose again. And his job of that is being made really difficult by Brett Fox, who has managed to overtake him. But as he goes a little wide on the banked corner, Max Verstappen easily reclaims first place. In the meantime, Interrupting Octopus successfully overtook Marzo, and as A-Lord and Brett Fox go wide, he finds an overtaking opportunity on them and successfully claims second place. While Brett Fox, due to smacking into a wall, fell down to fourth. And now the MX-5 is also trying to catch up to the M2 competition, but Max Verstappen isn't gonna let him catch up that easily. As you can see, his strategy of pulling away at the beginning allows him to hold his ground until the end of the race, claiming 5 points while Interrupting Octopus gets 4, A-Lord GT gets 3, Brett Fox gets 2, and Marzo gets 1. And with the second race over, this is the updated points leaderboard. But now let's move on to the third race, which is held at none other than Blue Moon Bay Speedway. So, for the first heat of this race, we have Pin, Fancy Wreck, Arcadely, Brett Fox, and Ferrari. And things seem to be starting off great for Arcadely and Brett Fox as they manage to overtake the Beeble Bus right away. And same can be said for Ferrari as he also manages to find an overtaking opportunity on the Beeble Bus. But going through this corner, he also gets unintentionally smacked into a wall while trying to overtake Arcadely, allowing him to get overtaken back by Fancy Wreck. Not only that, but it looks like he manages to overtake Arcadely as well, continuing their battle heading through this banked corner. Meanwhile, Brett Fox and Pin used that opportunity to pull away from them. But heading through the final corner, the Beeble Bus gets overtaken by them. As they continue battling, Fancy Wreck is now trying to make sure he does not get left behind. Going into the second lap, Ferrari manages to claim back the podium by overtaking Arcadely. And now we head into the big braking zone, where everyone tries not to spin out or lose time. Unfortunately, it did not end up working in Ferrari's favor, as Arcadely managed to overtake him back again. And while that is happening, Brett Fox is just chilling in second due to being able to easily build a gap over the Fighting 2. And Pin has also managed to build a respectable lead over everyone. But either way, heading into the final corner of the circuit, it looks like Ferrari actually managed to overtake the RGT back, allowing the C8 Corvette to secure itself the podium spot. Hin gets 5 points, Red Fox gets 4 points, Ferrari gets 3 points, Arcadely gets 2 points, and Fancy Wreck gets 1 point. For the second heat, we have Xolstis, Max Verstappen, Reagan, Halo, and W12. Anyways, we're off, as it looks like Reagan manages to overtake Max Verstappen right away. Same for W12, as he managed to climb out of last place by overtaking him and Halo. However, he nearly spins on this sharper turn, allowing Max Verstappen to overtake him back, and also helped Halo in catching back up to him. But while he tries to make sure that doesn't happen, Reagan got gapped by Xolstis. Given the Devil Z finally has a proper chance to unleash its true potential. Meanwhile in the back, W12 continues to successfully stay ahead of Halo. And going into the final corner, it looks like the Porsche is the one that nearly spins this time. But it doesn't get affected much, as he is still able to keep up with the Audi TT. And heading into the second lap, it looks like Reagan is being chased down by Max Verstappen. But it doesn't look like anything is happening between those two. But on the other end, Halo tries to overtake W12 on this sharp turn and succeeds. And now the Hatsune Miku Porsche is trying to catch up to the M2 competition, given it is the closest to it. But Max Verstappen speeds off, as he is trying not to get overtaken by the Porsche, and same goes for Reagan. And it looks like things seem to be getting pretty close between the M2 and the Porsche. But while all of that was happening, Xolstis managed to successfully build a huge lead over everyone else. Meaning that he has successfully earned himself first place as he crosses the finish line. And following him is Reagan in second, Max Verstappen in third, Halo in fourth, and W12 in fifth. For the third heat, we have me, Jakubek, Thunderstorm Gaming, Mojave Queen, and Virgil. We start the race off with what looks like Mojave Queen already trying to get past Thunderstorm Gaming. And she succeeds in doing so, same goes for Virgil. But with everyone instantly overtaking the 996, he is fortunately not in last place. It also looked like Jakubek went wide, allowing Virgil to overtake him. Although after that little incident, Jakubek manages to fight back against the LFA and actually overtake it back. But unfortunately for Jakubek, it looks like his luck seems to be running out, as he goes wide again, allowing both Mojave Queen and Virgil to overtake him. Not only that, but his Beetle also goes wide again on this corner, causing it to lose the podium to Thunderstorm Gaming. With the M3 GTR now just trying to make sure it does not lose that position on the second lap. Heading into the braking zone, it looks like Mojave Queen is trying to make a move on Virgil. But it looks like she actually goes wide on the set turn, causing her to lose time to the LFA. And also allow Thunderstorm Gaming to close in the gap between her a little bit. While Jakubek is trying to catch back up to the M3, but it's no use, as the M3 itself has already managed to build a gap over him. Virgil and Mojave Queen continue battling against each other, and Thunderstorm Gaming is successfully holding ground over Jakubek. And just like that, I guess we have our finishing order of the race. It's a close chase between the two to the finish line, but Virgil narrowly gets 5 points over Mojave Queen, who has to settle for 4, Thunderstorm Gaming gets 3, Jakubek gets 2, and I got overtaken by the Spectator NSX, therefore I get 0. For the fourth heat, we have A-Lord GT, Tom the Cat, Marzo, Oatmeal Scucolotti on the road again, and Interrupting Octopus. Immediately, Tom the Cat uses the Tesla's acceleration to pull away from everyone and take the lead, while Oatmeal Scucolotti, who also had a decent start, manages to take second place. Now, despite the MX-5 having a slow start compared to everybody else, Interrupting Octopus manages to overtake them as well. And it looks like everybody is now trying to build up speed to catch up to the Tesla. And while doing so, Octopus manages to find an overtaking opportunity on the GT40. But unfortunately, Octopus's overtake is not successful as he gets slowed down by the Tesla, allowing Martso and A-Lord to also catch up to the MX-5. And on the final corner, everybody reaches Oatmeal Scucolotti's overtaking distance. But unfortunately, there's no overtakes pulled off, meaning that he stays ahead. But someone who doesn't stay ahead is Tom the Cat, as Martso and A-Lord both manage to overtake him on the straight. But heading into the sharp turn, it looks like A-Lord actually overshoots the said turn, causing him to lose position to a Tesla and for Martso to nearly get overtaken by it as well. And while that is happening, Octopus finds an overtaking opportunity on both the Tesla and the E-Type, allowing him to go from 4th to 2nd in the matter of seconds. And now Octo is off to catch up to Oatmeal Scucolotti while Tom the Cat is busy holding off A-Lord. As Oatmeal Scucolotti loses some time on the final corner, Octopus uses that opportunity to catch up to him, reaching overtaking distance of the GT40 and managing to pull off a photo close finish between Oatmeal Scucolotti. While Martso takes 3rd, Tom the Cat is 4th, and A-Lord GT is 5th. And these are the standings as of the 3rd race. So far, the points are turning out to be way closer than anybody could have probably predicted them to be. And hopefully the suspense carries over into the 2nd set of races. And that's about it for part 1 of round 5. If you enjoyed it, which I know you did, like the video, and maybe even consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.